See if it's actually streaming.
Test. Test.
Fucking advertisements.
What was that?
Fucking advertisements.
Test again.
Testing 1, 2, 3, 4.
Ready to record?
Mm-hmm.
Awesome.
Welcome to the Strike Them Down podcast.
Yet again. Hey guys, how's it going?
We sound so excited today. But I am actually excited. Because today we're going to be talking about the uncovered Final Fantasy 15 event that happened yesterday.
Yeah, I'm probably just as stoked as he is, honestly, even though I didn't watch it. I don't know all the details, so he's kind of filling me in as we fill you in.
Yeah, so what we're going to do today is basically we're going to just go through the 15 reveals that they had going throughout the
15 reveals?
night. Yeah.
15?
Well, half of them were trailers, and it's like I don't really know if that's a reveal, but
Dude, a trailer to 15 is like fucking amazing.
well, they've had like 17,000 trailers come through in the 10 years that this has been made. So
I know.
I mean,
even just the sense that it's been taking so long, it's just like they could have put out a trailer and people probably would have got excited
it's true.
and pissed all at once.
Yeah. But before we hop into that, I guess we should give the plugs. Reach us at our email address at strikethemdownpodcast@gmail.com. Give us a tweet at strikethempod. Follow us on Twitch. We're currently live streaming on Twitch right now. Twitch.tv/strikethemdown.
Yeah, it's Strike Them Down. Never mind. I
And
keep
then-
getting confused with the Twitter.
Yeah.
So never mind. Listen to him.
And hopefully we will be putting this episode out to YouTube as well. So just search Strike Them Down on YouTube and you should be able to find our logo. And check out a few of our past broadcasts with some bad audio quality, if we're being honest. So
Because that's kind of our thing.
it's true.
That's our hook.
There's either a echo or a delay in the audio in the video. So whatever. Hopefully this is better. What else was I gonna say? Oh, I also sent a message to Brent, our friend. He's like, I've seen him making a few like little logos and stuff that he's been posting to his Instagram. So I sent him a message and was like, hey, do you want to make a logo for the podcast? He's like, yeah, man. So
Fuck yeah.
I told him basically what our logo is now and that I like 8-bit stuff, but I told him I would ask you what things you'd like to see in the logo, if anything. So I can also just add you to the chat on Facebook. It doesn't need to necessarily happen right now, but
Yeah. I know. I kind of dig our logo right now, but like we discussed before, it kind of just looks like really tacky and thrown together in like 2 minutes.
yeah.
So, say just let him have a bit of reign, but like kind of keep the same style going.
Yeah. All right. Well, good talk. I just needed to let you know because I was waiting to talk to you about it before I gave him the go ahead for things. So
Thanks for that. Yeah.
but yeah, let's get right into it, I guess. So Uncovered Final Fantasy 15 happened last night in Los Angeles at the Shrine. The Shrine. I don't know what the word is. Like theater, I guess. The Shrine Theater. It was hosted by
I saw Greg Miller and like Tim something, I think. Wasn't that what it was?
yeah, Tim Geddes and Greg Miller, formerly of IGN. Now they do their own thing called Kind of Funny, which I'm a fan of. They were hosting it. The whole thing behind why they were hosting it was that Tim Geddes is a fan of Final Fantasy and Greg Miller is a not so big fan of them. Like, he understands what Final Fantasy has done for video gaming as a whole, but he's not like a big fan of it or anything. So what Square Enix was going for was trying to show that fans and people coming to the series for a first time or whatever can all enjoy this Final Fantasy.
Yeah. I was gonna say like both sides of the coin.
Yeah. So the show started out with the one and only Hironobu Sakaguchi.
That guy.
Do you know who that is?
No.
All right. He's the one. He's basically the creator of Final Fantasy, all the way dating back to the original Final Fantasy. He was with Square Enix up until Final Fantasy X, and shortly after, because if you remember, that's when they made a movie called Final Fantasy: The Spirits Within, and it totally bombed. Like, it was a really expensive movie. And
Yeah,
it didn't
I
make
remember
shit.
that, and I always wondering like, is this just really coincidental, or does this have something to do with Final Fantasy?
Yeah, it was.
I guess it does, but I
It's-
don't know. It tanked. I know that much.
Yeah, it doesn't have a whole lot to do with it, actually, if we're being honest. It kind of, it's kind of just like a regular movie with Final Fantasy slept on front of it. It's a decent movie, though.
I watched a good like 10 minutes of it, and I didn't know what the fuck was going on because I think it was like towards the end.
Yeah, it's a decent enough movie, but what's up, Headshot Specialist? I like that name. Shout out. But yeah, Hironobu Sakaguchi was like front manning the Spirits Within movie, I believe, and when it tanked, they were originally going to. This is how I understand it, at least. They were originally going to buy out Enix.
Yeah.
But because the movie tanked so bad, Enix had to actually buy out Square, and then Sakaguchi left and did his own studio. So
Went into hiding for a little while
yeah.
after that movie.
So, anyways, it was really cool to have Sakaguchi come out and introduce the show, I guess. He was talking about how he spoke with the director, which his name is skipping my mind. I don't even know why. I feel so stupid. Anyways, the director of Final Fantasy 15. Let me just look that up real quick. But he basically said that he had the chance to talk to him, and that he was really happy with the director taking Final Fantasy back to, I think what his quote was like taking it back to challenging, like back to its roots kind of thing. But Hajime Tabata, jeez, can't believe I forgot that. But yeah, anyways, Sakaguchi basically said he talked to I just forgot his name again. Tabata.
Hajime
And
Tabata,
yeah, he said he's basically happy with where Hajime wants to take it, and then he just said, I want to join the rest of the crowd and enjoy the rest of the unveiling. And so
so he's not like with Square or anything again? It's
no,
just,
he has his
it was just cool to have him there.
yeah, he has his own studio now. I think it's called like Shadowrunner or something Studios, but I have no
Okay.
idea. But yeah, he just basically came and said, "Hey, what's up? I'm here to support the Hajime Tabata, I guess."
Hey, that's one way to do it.
But
If I knew anything about all these guys, I'd probably be real hyped about it.
our internet's being slow. What's new? I'm just trying to read through all this. But they first came out with a cover of "Stand By Me." Was like, well, they came out with a gameplay trailer, or just like a cinematic trailer rather, and like halfway through it just goes into this rendition of "Stand By Me." Okay, I'll be there in a second. Trailer halfway goes through like and then so halfway through like the cinematic trailer, this like rendition of "Stand By Me" comes on, and it's kind of out of place, I feel, but
It sounds kind of weird. Yeah.
but basically after that it just went into Greg Miller and Tim Geddes sitting and talking like over the trailer, talking about how cool this is and everything, and then they came out and they're like, hey, they introduced themselves, and then they're like, all right, let's get into starting to reveal all this stuff. So okay, I gotta go help my son with something really quick, but Eloy will talk about some BS real quick.
It's what I'm best at. Yep. I don't know. Like I said, I don't know much about the event exactly, or what was revealed. Logan kind of gave me the rundown last night, and it sounds really cool. It sounds like they're really hyping it up. Like this is gonna be the big return to Final Fantasy that like kind of got lost from 10 on, in my opinion. Well, no, 10 was good, but like 11 on, I guess. But I don't know. I've been waiting for this for so long. I guess I don't remember when it was unveiled because I didn't really pay attention that much, but I knew it was in fucking development hell for a while. And I don't know. I'm happy that they're finally pushing it. I'm just hoping they push Kingdom Hearts 3 the same way. I kind of dig the whole, like, your party in this one is just like a group of buddies. Thank God. I was going off on bullshit.
Yeah. But yeah. Oh my God. This bullshit like touchpad, if you use 2 fingers and swipe to the left, then it'll go back page, and I don't actually want to do that. But anyways, after Tim Geddes and Tim Miller, Tim Geddes and Tim Miller. Tim Geddes and Greg Miller, after they introduced themselves and everything, they the first reveal or whatever was the artwork of Final Fantasy 15 by Amano. Let me just look up his first name real quick. Let me just pull this over real quick. Yoshitaka Amano. He basically does all the artwork for different Final Fantasies. It looks pretty cool.
That looks like really complex.
Yeah, it's kind of like traditional Japanese like tattoos, if that's kind of what his artwork reminds me of a lot. But anyways, it was really cool what they did with this first reveal, is because they revealed the artwork by Yoshitaka Amano, and then they showed the 2D piece on like the screen, and then after that they like turned it into 3D, and it just like went through all the different like nooks and crannies of the artwork, and it was really awesome actually. Like if you guys get the chance, I recommend you actually go check it out.
I know I kind of want to watch the event, actually watch it like sometime later tonight maybe.
Yeah, if you guys can watch the whole event, it's actually a really good event. A lot of people weren't. I thought this was funny because a lot of people weren't going to watch it apparently, because GameSpot had leaked the release date early, and so everybody's like, well, there's nothing to really watch
Assholes.
it for. Yeah, they called out GameSpot quite a bit in this reveal.
Like during the event and everything?
Yeah.
That's funny.
But yeah, so if you want to see the reveal, you can just look up Uncovered Final Fantasy 15 on YouTube, or you can go to their Twitch page and it should be in their past broadcasts. But yeah, so that first reveal was actually pretty awesome, showing the 3D rendition of Yoshitaka Amano's work. But yeah, it was actually pretty fucking awesome. And then they talked some more about the trailer that they just showed before that, and the Stand By Me rendition. They're like, well, who sung that, you know, because it was really awesome. And then it was like supposed to be a big reveal that it was Florence and the Machine. So
I've heard of them plenty of times, but I cannot think of a single song they sing.
yeah,
I know that their vocalist was in a Calvin Harris song. I think it was Calvin Harris or David Guetta, one of those guys.
Sweet Nothing. You're giving me sweet nothing. Something like that. But yeah, so they basically just had a little bit of like a behind the scenes I don't know, like video of her working with the orchestral body and singing Stand By Me.
Yeah, like you said, the Stand By Me kind of sounds like out of place, but at the same time, like the whole game kind of looks like based off of like a buddy thing.
Yeah.
Just him and all his buds. And if you think about it, do you know the movie Stand By Me?
No. I've heard of it, but
it's pretty much just like a buddy movie, like this group of kids that go looking for a dead body.
Mm-hmm.
So kind of makes sense in that aspect, but the rest, it's like, it's fucking Final Fantasy. What's going on?
They've always, for like, I know 13 had like, at the end of 13 they had Leilani Lewis singing her song. I don't know if you remember that. But I thought that was out of place too. So just recently, I feel like they've been getting these big artists to sing these.
I really
songs.
love.
It's just like
the one at the end of 13 too.
I don't remember.
Like,
it's been a long time.
They had like a Japanese version and the English version by like some chick. I think her name was like Charisse or something. It's called like New World. Love it so much.
Final Fantasy 13's music is actually pretty good. I like it a lot. There's this one moment in 13 where like you flash back to Snow and Sarah, and when Snow first learns that Sarah is like Alyssey, like that part gets me every time just because of the music that's playing and everything.
Yeah.
But, that's one thing like I love about the Final Fantasy series is that it's always been really awesome with the music. So I thought it was really cool when they did this whole Stand By Me thing too, because the god Nobuo Uematsu, I know I say that wrong every time, but like with Sakaguchi,
Remind me of that meme, that one guy.
aliens.
But,
Nobuo. Yeah, he sent a video in saying sorry I couldn't make it because of Distant World scheduling. Which, do you know what Distant World is?
It sounds really familiar.
It's basically just like a orchestra that travels around playing Final Fantasy music. So,
Oh, okay, yeah.
yeah, he said he couldn't make it because of scheduling errors, but he basically just said he's happy that, you know, Final Fantasy is returning back to its roots, and he also got to talk with Hajime Tabata about, you know, the direction this Final Fantasy is going. He said he's really happy with the work that it's, you know, they've been doing too. So I thought that was really cool to, you know, have Nobuo show up as well as Sakaguchi, and it's just like all these, you know, forefathers of.
Yeah, they're just like, they're going all out with this game, it seems like. I don't know if it's because, I mean, I don't doubt that they wanted to, but like, I'm wondering if they're pushing a lot more because it's just been in fucking hell for so long.
Yeah.
But like, they kind of deserve more because of how long this has been sitting.
Yeah.
On the back burner.
Yeah. It was after they like got through talking about like Stand By Me, and Nobuo came like did his video or whatever. They then showed another gameplay trailer, and I showed you when in the Disgaea demo, episode Disgaea demo, that like you could summon Rama.
Yeah.
And then he's like, it's badass, right? So they had
It's
a new.
such an awesome animation, dude.
Yeah. They had another summon, like, reveal in this gameplay, Titan, he basically just, like, runs from off in the distance. He just books it and then, like, stops in front of Noctis and picks him up. And then he just, like, slams down on the ground, but they would always cut it off right before he made an impact with the ground just to, you know, keep the suspense with his actual summon.
You know what we want, Square. We want Bahamut.
But yeah, apparently Gaia's Wrath is the name of Titan's ability. So, but it looks pretty awesome. I really love what they're going with for this Final Fantasy 15 is like these summons being on such a grandiose scale. Like,
I feel like it's something they kind of would have always done if they had like the technology. Like they would have done it like this because this is how it should be done.
Yeah. There was like this is really the first time. I mean, like in 10 you had Yuna like call down like Ifrit or Bahamut and she'd like sit on their shoulders, but they were still relatively like, you know, proportional to like humans.
Yeah,
I
it
guess
might have been like twice our size. That's about it.
Yeah, they weren't that big. And then in 12 you just called like, it was basically the same thing as 10. It was just they were just walking around beside you. And then 13 you had your, which I really fucking hate what they did with 13 as far as like, oh, Odin is actually a horse. Oh, the Shiva sisters are actually a motorcycle. Oh, Alexander is actually like a fucking tank. It's like, oh my god.
It
Why?
was
It's so stupid.
It was cool in the sense that they tried to do something new and it kind of fit with all the characters' like personalities and shit. But yeah, it was kind of weird. 'Cause
I don't want my fucking summons to be Transformers. That's what made me mad about it. That's what I didn't like. And the thing about Odin too is like they didn't even make it Odin like turn into Sleipnir or whatever, which is like the 8-legged horse. Well, I guess they've never had him be in like an 8-legged, but they should. Anyways, so yeah, these summons are gonna be really fucking badass.
I'm gonna probably spend most of the time in the game just summoning, just to see it.
You have to, well, if it's anything like the Disguise demo, you have to actually like be close to death before you actually summon them.
Yeah,
So.
I'll get my ass kicked just for the summon.
I don't think I actually think you don't get any experience for using the summons. So I mean,
Yeah. Oh well.
if you want to go through the whole game using your summons and do a level 1 run, I guess maybe. But yeah. So these summons are gonna be pretty awesome. It also looked like from one of these trailers, Rama looks like his Judgment Bolt thing looks to be a little bit different too. It doesn't look quite the same, I don't think, as it did in the Disguise demo. But after that, they showed another trailer for just like the scope and scale of Final Fantasy 15. They just showed like all the different places you can go. Like, this game is gonna be massive. Like, holy shit! Like this, it's called the environment trailer, but they basically just go through like all these different environments in the game, and this game is just gonna be fucking massive.
Is it like, I don't know, you know more about it than me. Is it gonna be like a full like open world, like you go anywhere anytime kind of thing, or is it like just massive, like play this part of the game and then when you get to here it's like just a bigger area that we can't go back to this area?
If it's I think they're going with like a Final Fantasy 12-esque kind of thing, which is the game world is pretty much open. Like, if you wanted to, you could probably go into, you know, the end area, but you probably won't be able to get there just because of all the enemies will probably kick your ass on the way. So I think they're kind of going to be going where you have this open world, but it's not necessarily really open world because you have to kind of follow, you know, where they lead you so you don't get your ass totally kicked.
Yeah.
So they're definitely westernizing a lot of these games. Like traditional JRPG is a dying breed, I feel. So everything's, switching over to a open world type thing. So after that, this is when the big reveals start coming. The next thing they show is like Tim and Greg were just talking about. See, these guys are really cool, but I wanted to know even more about their relationship or whatever. And then they had what's his name? He's like anyways, they had this really cool guy with this voice, like a really soothing voice in the background talking about
Morgan Freeman?
No. Dave Fennoy, that's who it was. They had Dave Fennoy talk about, like, he was just like his voice was just every once in a while would like interrupt Greg and Tim talking about like, how about we show them this? And so when Greg and Tim were talking about like, what if I wanted to know more about them and like their backstory, Dave Fennoy would come out with his soothing voice and be like, why don't we show them how they can learn? And then they announce Brotherhood Final Fantasy 15, the animated series. So they basically just announced a 5-episode anime that you can watch online for free. That will release episodes up until the release of Final Fantasy 15. Episode 1, they said, was available tonight. And
right now.
Yeah. So I watched it. I watched that first episode. And the thing I noticed the most out of this anime was that there was actually blood. And it's like, very rarely is there any blood in the Final Fantasy series. Like, there was blood in Advent Children Complete.
Yeah.
Like, that's one of the only other places that I've ever seen Final Fantasy put blood in their universes. So
Final Fantasy 7. Shinra Tower. With all the blood trails. Does that count?
That's true.
Does that count?
Yeah, that's true. No, you're right. But yeah, that first episode, I'm not going to spoil a whole lot about it, but this is supposed to be a prequel series. It's not really a prequel so much. Like, it seems like, well, I mean, I guess I don't know where the game is actually going to start, but it definitely seemed like if this is a prequel, this is like the night before the game starts, at least this first episode. But I'm not like big into anime just because I feel like it's so ridiculous.
I was sitting on the couch watching Naruto the other day, and the only thing Logan came out and said, he's like, anime's fucking ridiculous, why do you watch it?
Yeah.
And then went back in his room.
It's I have this weird thing because I like Japanese like JRPGs. I mean, I love them, but I don't know, the animes just get to be too much with me with the
They are ridiculous, but
and then like the shimmering eyes thing, like the slow move across their face as their eyes are all glimmering.
I mean, I haven't
just
seen this one or seen anything about it, but I feel like they're not going to go the traditional anime route with this, so this one might actually be enjoyable.
I don't know. It's an anime, that's for sure. We'll just say that. But I powered through it. It wasn't bad. It's an anime, so. But yeah, I definitely recommend you guys, if you guys are interested in getting balls deep into this, freaking, what is it? World, I guess. Definitely.
The way Logan probably will.
Yeah.
And me,
I mean,
probably, yeah.
I'll
Let's
get
be
into it
honest.
later, but yes, I'm going to be getting deep into this. So after that, you're like, all right, cool. They're releasing an anime, so, they're doing this quite a bit. They're getting really into this world, right? And then how are they going to follow that up? A movie. That's how they're going to follow it
Real
up.
quick, before we start talking about that, I like how on this little website we're just going through, it's Final Fantasy 15, the movie.
See, let me tell you what this is all about. It's called Final Fantasy 15 Kingsglaive, which is a badass name, by the way.
Sounds like a Realm Reborn expansion.
It does, actually. But it's supposed to release in 2016 before Final Fantasy 15. In this movie, you're supposed to learn about King Regis, which is Noctis's father. I think you were going into the characters. Did you name them?
I was mostly just talking about like how I thought it was cool that like in other Final Fantasy games like you pick up people on the way, but in this one it seems like your party in the game is just gonna be like your buddies that you're hanging out with.
Yeah, I think what they're gonna do is similar to like Final Fantasy like 5-ish, is like every once in a while, or Final Fantasy 4 for that matter, you'll have your main set of your main core of people, and then you'll go throughout the game, and every once in a while you'll just find these guest characters, kind of like Kingdom Hearts, where you go to like Tarzan's world and you could have Tarzan in your party for that one world. So I feel like that's kind of what they're gonna do. I could totally be wrong.
So yeah, I didn't really go into characters because the only character I really even know the name of is Noctis.
Yeah. Yeah, I'll go into the characters. So there's Noctis, which is the prince of Lucia, I believe is the name of the kingdom. And then his father, King Regis, is who this movie is about. And then we have Lunafreya, which is Noctis's betrothed.
Yeah.
We have this guy named Nyx, which is like one of the glaives of the king, like the elite task force of the king.
Yeah.
He's like the main character of the movie. You have Ignis, which is like the royal tutor of
yeah, isn't he one
Noctis.
of the companions?
Yes,
Ignis.
so he's one of the companions. He's the guy with like the short hair, the glasses.
Yeah.
He cooks the food. But and then you have Gladio or Gladiolus, which is basically the bodyguard of Noctis.
Yeah.
And then you have Prompto, which is basically, he's just kind of an outlier, I hear. So he's just kind of like a plebe. He calls himself a plebe in the animated series. So that's one of the things that you probably want to watch the anime series for, is just to, how the hell did this guy get to, know all these royal people and
Because
travel the world
you
with
always
them.
need that one outcast in every game.
Yeah. So hashtag who is Prompto. But anyways, so this Final Fantasy 15 movie is supposed to be going into basically the Final Fantasy 15, as I understand it, is Noctis, Prompto, Gladio, and Ignis making a road trip to go see Lunafreya, Noctis's betrothed, and while they're on their road trip, Lucius, I don't know, I could getting these kingdoms' names totally wrong, and Niflheim or something like that, are like warring nations, but then Lucius loses the war as Noctis and crew are going on this road trip. And so what this Kingsglaive movie is about is the events that are happening back at home while Noctis and crew are on their way to see Lunafreya.
Maybe the movie and the anime will kind of like coincide.
Mm-hmm.
Like the movie will be like, the fuck's going on over here, while at the same time, like the exact same time in the world, like the anime will be going on.
I think the anime is a prequel, and then Kingsglaive and Final Fantasy 15 are going side by side.
Okay.
I think that's what's going on.
Like I said, listen to him more than you listen to me.
But yeah, so in this movie, it's full CGI, full-length film. The trailer is really actually awesome. I recommend you guys go watch Final Fantasy 15 Kingsglaive trailer.
When is that coming out again?
They just said before
15?
Yeah, before 15. So you can when it comes out, you can download it or stream it. It's not going to have any like physical release on disc, so but you can stream it or download it. But so there's that.
Is it going to be a free release?
I don't think so.
No.
I think the anime is free. I don't believe the movie is going to be free.
Okay.
But yeah, this movie has a lot of star power going on behind it.
Really? Definitely not free then.
Yeah, Luna Freya, I believe, is played by. You saw 300, right?
Yes.
It's like his wife. I don't remember her name. Lena Headey, I believe is her name.
I saw that Sean Bean.
Yeah, Sean Bean.
He's Regis, isn't he?
Yeah, he's King Regis. Some of you,
Which
if you don't
means
know Sean Bean.
Regis is doomed in this movie
True.
because Sean Bean
He's gonna get
dies in everything.
He's gonna get shot by an arrow. You are my king. You guys know what I'm talking about? Fellowship of the Ring. Yeah. But yeah, so they have Sean Bean, Lena Headey, and the Aaron Paul, the guy from Breaking Bad.
Yeah, Jesse. Bitch.
Yeah.
Bitch. That's all I know about him. I
I
haven't
thought
even
it was-
watched the show. I just know bitch.
I thought it was pretty funny because Tim asked Aaron when he came out, and he's like, "How much of this, how much of this being about a crystal factored into your choice playing this role?"
They were actually talking to Aaron Paul.
Yeah,
Is he right?
they talked to Lena Headey and Aaron Paul. Then Sean Bean sent in a video like Uematsu did. So, but yeah, Aaron Paul's like, yeah, about 99% of it. You guys don't get it. Crystal meth was like the main thing of Breaking Bad.
Yeah.
And so yeah.
Oh, Aaron Paul's playing Nix. Didn't you say he's probably gonna be like the main character?
Nix is supposed to be the protagonist of the film. King Regis and Luna Freya are supporting roles, but very important
Do
towards the story.
you know if like they're gonna try and stay kind of consistent? Like, are they gonna try and have these actors in the game, or you think they just brought them on for the movie and then they'll keep it?
I think they're probably going to keep them in the game. I think it'd be really jarring to have them release the movie and then switch Sean Bean's voice
For
for the game and the movie. I think it would just be kind of weird. So, I mean, I think that's what you were asking.
Yeah,
I
like
think
it's just if the actors would stay like, because I mean, like with Final Fantasy VII and Advent Children, there was no voice acting in 7, so they could choose whoever they wanted for Advent Children. But like this one, the game is probably going to be fully voice acted,
Yeah.
and they're putting out a movie for it. So I'm just wondering if the actors stay consistent across both like platforms.
Yeah, I'm going to assume they are. If they're going to try and make Final Fantasy VII remake have the same voice actors as Advent Children, I feel like they'll probably try and keep the same voice actors here. Excuse me. And then in that, this is kind of like cool, but kind of not at the same time. Like in the middle of that trailer for Kingsglaive, they showed this car, and I remember showing you in the Episode to Sky trailer, or in the gameplay, like whenever you camp out, there's just shameless fucking advertisement for what is that camping company?
Coleman.
Yeah, Coleman. There's just Coleman on the chairs and everything. It's like shameless fucking advertising. And then
What are they driving?
an Audi.
An Audi? Yes. They had to pick anything.
Yeah.
I'm glad it's an Audi.
Yeah, so they're driving an Audi.
I was expecting Audi or Benz, honestly.
Yeah, so they're driving an Audi in the trailer, and then after that, they're like, Audi and Square Enix are partnering up to make a real life one car from Kingsglaive. So, like, Audi is going to have one car in the world, apparently, that looks like the one in Kingsglaive.
That's pretty cool,
Yeah.
actually.
They didn't say that it was for sale or anything. I'm like, so
Oh,
why are you advertising? Like, I get
Either
why.
it's going to be, like, auctioned off, or it's going to be, like, some sort of weird, big, giant contest.
Yeah, I don't know. It just seemed kind of weird to me that it was like, we're going to announce this big ass partnership between Audi and Square Enix, but we're not going to tell you how or who's going to ever win it. Like, they didn't say it was going to be auctioned or anything. They just said, yeah, so we're just going to kind of partner up and
Yeah, real
show
quick.
you what it is.
It's saying that, Lena Headey was revealed as the voice actor for Kingsglaive, but I don't know. It's not saying that it's going to stay consistent, but here's hoping.
I can't imagine them not doing that. It just seems strange to me if they didn't, but
Yeah, I was just curious, so I thought I'd look it up while we were going
Yeah.
at this.
Who knows? Maybe not. If they don't, then they better keep it pretty similar.
Oh, hey, that's actually our next tab is the voice cast.
Yeah, so apparently Sean Bean and Lena Headey are in Game of Thrones, which I have not yet tried, so I will though. My brother said I could borrow the series from him, so once that happens, maybe I'll have you watch it with me and we can, on our bullshit episodes, review those.
That would probably work better because I was going to borrow just the first season from my boss, but if your brother has the whole series, then
Yeah.
hell, yeah, I'm game.
Why not?
I've been meaning to watch it. Maybe give those magnets on our fridge some meaning.
True. House Lannister and all that shit. So yeah, this movie I think is gonna be, I have reservations about it because historically Final Fantasy movies have not been well reviewed or anything. So here's to hoping that this one doesn't totally bomb, especially if they have, these three big actors playing
Yeah.
behind it. It's not a cheap movie.
I'm hoping it's a good movie and everything. The only thing I think is weird about that is like the only time they've ever really done something like a movie directly related to the game, to a certain game, was 7. But that's because 7 was such a big hit and they did it so many years after.
Mm-hmm.
But like this one, they're just like, 15 is going to be the shit. That's what they're telling us.
Yeah, apparently it's been in the making for 3 years, and this was one of the times that they called out GameSpot. They're like, this wasn't leaked, so I bet you're happy you're watching now, aren't you? Yeah, so this movie has apparently been in the makes for 3 years, so who knows?
And it's a pretty well-kept secret then. Fuck.
Yeah, so let's hope this movie doesn't bomb. I'm really hoping not. But I guess the next thing I could say that they revealed was a mobile game coming soon called Justice Monsters 5, which you're supposed to be able to play in the game and outside of the game on your phone as well. So if you've ever played like Final Fantasy 8 or 9, you could play like Triple Triad or Blitzball or like any of these mini games. That's basically how they announced
real
it.
life road trip in this game then.
Yeah.
You could be Noctis sitting in the back of the car, just play the damn game.
Well, how they
10 out of 10 realism.
how they apparently were supposed to how they're supposed to play it in the game is like how they set it up was that they come in like this diner shop and then they look to their left and there's like this little like arcade and they're like, oh my god, Justice Monsters, and they all run up and they're all like pushing each other out of the way to play it and shit. But I don't know, it looked really fast paced and I'm not sure if I'll be very good at it, but I will definitely download it on my phone and try it out when it actually gets released. So
We'll see about me, because mobile games and me,
I don't play them very often.
Never touched one really. I have Final Fantasy, the first one, on my phone, but
yeah, it's Triple Triad, Blitzball. That's how they all Chocobo Racing. I don't know. That's supposed to be what they're equating this to. So hopefully it's pretty good because there's a lot of people out there who love Triple Triad. I personally love Blitzball. I think Blitzball is the shit, but I know a lot of people
I
disagree.
remember
with
when
that.
I was younger trying to play Blitzball, I didn't get it. It was a pain in the ass. And then I got older and I could actually understand it. So Blitzball was actually pretty cool.
Yeah.
I got my ass kicked the first few times I played it.
It's really easy to game the system once you get so far up, though. Like, once you level up your roster so far, it's like, it's so easy to game it. But, so yeah, here's to hoping Justice Monsters is good.
I'll give it a whirl because I'm sucker for Final Fantasy stuff, and as long as it's related somehow,
Yeah.
I'm cool.
And then, I feel the biggest news of the night, having the release date already leaked, was they had a developer for Square Enix North America come out and reveal that there's a demo and it's live tonight.
Yeah, and this
So-
one's fully public, correct?
Yes,
As
for
opposed
free.
to Blue Sky, which was if you pre-ordered or bought Type 0.
Type 0, yeah.
Yeah, okay.
So this one's free. If you want to download the if you want to download the demo, Platinum demo, Final Fantasy 15, it is available on the PlayStation Store and the Xbox Store. I don't know what it's called because I don't have an Xbox.
Yeah,
Um,
just out of curiosity, is this game not going PC or anything?
No, actually, there was a whole bunch of shit in chat about PC, but
Because, yeah, I went to the 15 page just this morning and saw how they have, like, the little box art. It was PS4 and Xbox One, so I was kind of surprised it wasn't going PC.
yeah. Before I get into that,
Maybe
shout
in,
out
like...
to
oh, sorry.
no, shout out to Aiden13311. So thanks for stopping by the stream, I guess.
Yeah,
So,
thanks, man. I don't know, PC. Maybe you'll get it in, like, another 15 years, because what is it, 7 literally just got ported to PC? Like, a year ago, I think?
7 said PC. It's went to stream or to Steam, I think, a little while ago.
Oh.
It's been on PC for a while. So it came to the PS4 recently, that's for sure. But anyways, so I had something I was gonna say. Oh yeah, so I checked out the stream. I got home from taking my son out to lunch, or dinner rather, and I was like, oh yeah, Uncovered's going on. So I hurried and hopped on the Twitch, and I showed up right before they showed this demo, and so when they're like, oh, it's out tonight for free, I was like, what? Fucking mind blown. I was so happy.
I'm gonna download that after this, actually.
Yeah, and all these people in the chat, the Twitch chat, were like, when's it coming to PC? When's it coming to PC? And if you're a PC gamer, that's fine. I have nothing against PC gaming. My problem is that when you bitch about PC Master Race, and then you come into this fucking chat and you're like, where's the PC version? Oh, I thought console games were shit. Huh. Guess not. So don't be one of those fucking assholes, PC elitists. That shit pisses me off beyond no fucking comprehension, because Don't
Everybody
be a
in our
fucking
fucking... Everybody watching this right now just leaves.
yeah,
They're all PC.
like I said, if you're a PC gamer, awesome. I understand why you want a PC game, but don't be a fucking elitist, because then I'm gonna, I don't know what I'm gonna do, but I'm gonna do something. All right. But anyways, so yeah, this Platinum demo was released yesterday for free for the public. You basically play as Noctis as a kid in a dream world, and you have your little friend Carbuncle, which, look at this cute little Carbuncle here, Eloy.
Yeah, I saw like a little like still image of like the demo today.
Mhm.
But Carbuncle looked like massive in it. So I don't know if
Yeah.
that's just like a part in the dream or whatever, but
Yeah, apparently you're supposed to. Apparently, Alice in Wonderland comes and visits Noctis. I guess that's what. Not really. I'm just trying to be a smartass, but I think you like shrink down in size and go back a bit.
Alright, so Kingdom Hearts.
Yeah, this is what that reminds me of. You have like a little squeaky hammer that you fight with too, and I was like, this is Kingdom Hearts.
So I mean, I'll play the hell out of the demo and it sounds interesting,
Yeah.
but this isn't necessarily the demo I want, right?
Mhm.
Is that what I'm getting here? I mean, like I probably want like a full like game demo, but it's
Well-
like some weird squeaky hammer.
Yeah, what they were like, the way they, the guy announced it was, episode to Sky was a chunk of Final Fantasy 15 that you will play, and it'll be great, is what he said. But this Platinum demo is away from the actual game, and mostly just for people to, you know, see if they like combat and the world and stuff. So
I'll play it.
Yeah,
I ain't bashing.
I have it downloaded. I will probably be streaming it when I get home from work tonight. Probably nobody will be awake to watch it, but I will definitely archive the stream and hopefully export it to YouTube. So again, strike them down on YouTube, search us, and then twitch.tv/strike them down. I'll probably be streaming it around 4 a.m. Pacific time, 3 a.m. Or Pacific time, 3 a.m. Pacific time, 4 a.m. Mountain time.
Yeah, I was waiting to see if you'd catch yourself there.
But so yeah, this trailer this demo looks really awesome. I'm excited to go play it, but you know, work has to get in the way of everything. So all right, let's see if this last page will load real quick and we can get through everything. So after that, they talked about different editions of the game that you can get. Of course, you can just buy the regular $60 game when it comes out on September 30th, which is the next release, or the big release that they had. But like we said, that was already leaked by GameSpot, so that wasn't big news for everybody. It was kind of funny how they did announce the trailer, though. They at first they were like, they have like this like spinning roulette thing of like month, date, or day and year, and then it was like 2016 stopped, and he was like, okay, and then whoa, all right, sorry, the mic cut out real quick.
Oh, okay. You good?
Yeah, we're good.
Right.
But I'm really nervous because this like happens to us all the time. But anyways, the release date 2016 stopped. I was like, okay, and then 30th stopped, and it was like, GameSpot was right. And then the month stopped on like October, and it was like, oh,
it's like, yeah, fuck you, GameStop.
And then like October shook, and it went back to September, and they're like, you trolled us for a second. But thank you for saying we have enthusiasm.
It is. If you were here in the beginning, it was kind of less enthusiastic. We started off this very kind of slow and timid.
Yeah. But thank you for the follow. That's awesome.
Thanks, man. You're great.
And also, thanks for stopping by, Mass Effect Chris. But yeah, so release date September 30th, 2016. And then they had collector's edition and what was the other thing? I don't remember.
There's the deluxe
edition. Yeah.
Which I could be wrong, but it just looks like a steelbook, pretty much.
Pretty much, I think.
Yeah.
And then they're like the collector's edition. There's only 30,000 of them throughout the world.
I want to see what's all. I want to hear what's all entailed in this collector's edition.
I will definitely do that for you.
Okay. Whenever. I'm intrigued.
So in the collector's edition, which I was able to get for nearly $300.
Oh, yeah, is it official? You got it?
Yes.
You got the email and whatever?
Got the email and everything. Thank you for the follow again. That's awesome. But let's see what's all in the collector's edition. So you have the hardcover art book. You have the exclusive steelbook for the anime, for the soundtrack. You have like a little figurine of Noctis with a spear looking thing. Then you have an actual like what is it, like copy of Kingsglaive. And if you remember, we just said that's actually going to be just for stream and download, but not if you got the collector's edition like I did.
I was gonna say it looked like it was. That's like the only physical way to get one.
Yeah, so
I think it might be in the deluxe one too, because I looked at it this morning and there's 2 discs, but I don't know.
Maybe that's for Brotherhood. I don't know. We'll see. I was like, okay, I'll get the deluxe, and then they're like, oh, the collector's edition. There's only 30,000 of them, and they go on sale in an hour. I'm like, all right, you sold me. And then I saw the price, and I'm like, there's 5 seconds of me being like, is it worth it? Is it really worth it? And I was like, fuck it.
You're just hoping the game swings that price tag for you.
So you also get some bonus content in game. You get let's see, I can't read it because it's all pixelated, but you get a sword, an outfit, skin for the car, it looks like.
It's a Benz skin.
Different
It's a Mercedes-Benz skin.
Yeah, maybe. Switch the Audi to a Mercedes-Benz.
I was right all along.
Aiden, I'm gonna answer your question. He asks, what is Final Fantasy and why is there so many of them? Final Fantasy is the best thing that ever came to the gaming atmosphere, let me tell you. So, way back when, like 1980.
You're gonna get him all nostalgic. He's feeling this right here.
I just love Final Fantasy.
I mean, he got me into Final Fantasy when I was in like 4th grade, I think.
Yeah.
I think I had a good year grace period before he introduced me to it.
Mm-hmm.
But I don't know. Final Fantasy is really great, and like, sure they've been spitting them out. Well, not necessarily spitting them out. Like, there's a shit ton, like you said. But it's kind of deserved. Like, when did you say they started?
Like 1986, I believe, something like that.
So yeah, they spit out a lot. There's a lot of spin-offs and everything. I really only focus on the main titles, but they're all really good from what I've played. He's gone and played all of them. I've played maybe 6, I think.
Yeah.
I don't know. I'll let him go off on his tangent. I just wanted to get mine in there real quick.
No, you're good. It's good. If nothing else, try this Final Fantasy out when it releases in September. But Eloy, I have some bad news.
What?
We're having an echo again.
What else is new?
Yeah, it's bad. Maybe if we're lucky, let us know if the Twitch chat is, if the Twitch stream is being echoey. Because if that's not, then I can salvage this. But anyways, the last reveal was because there's been all this talk about, is there going to be an airship in Final Fantasy 15? And Square Enix was always like, we don't know. I don't know. And then
while you say this, I want to read what people are saying.
Alright. And then at the very end, they reveal that the car can turn into an airship. What? Which I thought was kind of weird because it definitely looks like a Batmobile. So, but I can't answer that question. I don't really play Call of Duty.
What is Call of Duty?
What? What is Call of Duty?
What is Call of Duty? Call of Duty is life, bro. 1v1 me, no scope, 360, headshots only.
But so yeah, now we got some shit going on in the chat. I want to see you guys duke it out. You know, I could just, but I'm not. I could kick you guys, but I mean, I want to see you guys fight a little bit. Just kidding.
I'll keep you guys around. I'll fight for you.
Nah, but I really hope there's not an echo, because in the Twitch chat, but there probably is, and we'll probably have to re-record this, because that's our life. But anyways, that was the final thing that they revealed, was that the car can fly in a Batmobile-esque kind of way.
What the fuck? I didn't hear him apparently before, but now I'm just looking at the picture. And what the fuck?
Alright.
I guess it's Final Fantasy, right?
Yeah. That's my son also. So, yeah. But anyways, got some shit going on in the chat. But anyways, that's the final thing they announced, and overall, I think this reveal was actually pretty damn good. The theatrics of it all, with like Greg Miller and shit, was kind of too much for me at times.
Yeah.
But overall, I mean, it was good. All right, I'll be there in a minute. Go get ready. Go get your pants on.
All right. In your opinion, should everybody go through and like watch the whole event, or should they just go for like a quick rundown on like IGN or something like that?
Yeah, if you just look up the uncovered Final Fantasy 15, then you know you'll be able to find out everything that they announced and all that jazz. So yeah,
I'm stoked.
I am.
And I haven't even seen half of what he has.
Eloy is for sure going to go and watch the,
I'll probably watch the full event.
Yeah.
Just I was thinking about doing a rundown, but then I think about like E3 and everything, and it's kind of cool to just see the press conference aspect.
Mm.
So I'll be watching the full event.
But yeah, and then after that they had like this post reveal conversation with all these developers and shit, I think, but I didn't stay around for that. So if you really want to do that, you can go check that out. But yeah, I mean, I don't know what else to say. Like, and this game's gonna be fucking awesome. I hope so. For paying $300 for this collector's edition.
Yeah, I was gonna say, I hope that justifies it. But yeah, I don't know. If you're a fan of Final Fantasy, it seems like they're going kind of back to the roots from everything I've heard. It's just like a flashier title, so you'll probably like it. And it also seems like it's going to be open to like newer players that haven't really touched Final Fantasy before, which is also really cool. Maybe they'll go back and play some of the older games, like maybe they'll even touch 7 when it comes out, the remake.
Yeah.
So I don't know, I think it's really cool that they're like opening it up like that, and I don't know, everybody should probably at least look into it.
Yeah.
God knows we're gonna play the hell out of it.
Yeah, apparently they say the main story is supposed to be at least 50 hours long, just alone with that. So
That's all I ever wanted.
yeah.
I would finish Mass Effect, and I always looked at the game counter, and it would be like 24 hours right around there.
Mm-hmm.
I probably could have spent more time on it, but I'm just like, that's with side quests and everything. And I remember telling you at one point, sometime in the past, I'm just like, I wouldn't mind having like a main story that's like 24 hours long.
Yeah. But you're going to be
Hell
getting
yes.
that much more with this game.
Hell yes.
I mean, with how long this game has been in development, they damn well better,
I kind of wonder what's going to stay consistent, like between like old trailers from years ago and like what's new now. I think Noctis's girlfriend looks different lately, but I don't remember exactly, so don't quote me on that.
Yeah.
When I was looking it up for the voice actor, like, she just looks different from what I remember.
Mm-hmm.
But I don't know.
Yeah. So, this game's going to be awesome. I really recommend that you guys at least check out the stream reveal, all that.
Watch the event, or just go watch the trailers and check out the demo, because, I mean, why not, right?
Yeah, true. Like I said, I will be streaming that a little bit later. If you miss it, you can definitely check it out on YouTube or the past broadcasts on Twitch. So, yeah.
Yeah, I'll probably download it after this. I probably won't be streaming it, but
You should.
I should go get the camera and stream it.
Yeah.
Probably like 10 o'clock tonight, maybe.
Yeah, man.
I don't know. Maybe I will. Maybe we'll both do like a separate stream for each of us.
Yeah.
But I don't know.
We'll see.
At the very least, I'll probably hop on our Twitter account and just go on a rant about it.
Yeah.
I'll plug it one more time, because that's kind of a smooth way to jump into it.
Yeah.
So
Do it.
if you want to hear me rant about it, if I don't stream, maybe even if I do stream, you can find us on Twitter at StrikeThemPod, or you could hit us up at our email address at strikethemdownpodcast@gmail.com. And if I do stream, he'll stream. Twitch.tv//StrikeThemDown. So yeah, I'll probably tweet it out if I play.
Yep. I guess that's it. Thank you guys for stopping by the chat. I gotta go.
Don't close that chat. I want to read it.
I won't. I gotta go handle my son. He wants to go home now, so with his mom. So that's what I'm gonna go do.
Yeah. Anyway,
But-
thanks to all you guys for stopping by and just listening to us kind of fangirl a little bit.
Yeah. Shout out to Chris's body, just so you guys. I know you wanted that to happen. So shout out to
Shout
all
out,
your guys' bodies.
Boy.
All your guys' bodies are beautiful.
Oh, that's not the
and-
username. It's Chris's body.
No, it's Mass Effect Chris.
Okay.
And then we have Aiden.
He's the only one who can see what's
1,
going
3,
on. I love you all.
Yeah, and then we have Captain JJ.
JJJ.
Yeah. He asked us what we thought about Xbox getting hacked or whatever. I don't know about that. He asked us what we thought about Microsoft being taken down because of a hack. I
Well,
don't even
now
know
you
about
guys
that.
can't give Sony shit. That's all I could really say about that.
If it's even true.
If it's, I don't know. We don't have Xbox. I mean, I have a 360. Does that count? It doesn't have it. It's an old 360. It needs the connector to have internet.
Yeah. Shout out to Scatty, whoever that is. I'm gonna give you what you want, you know. I'll give you what you want, what you really want. Shout out to Scatty, Eloy.
Shout out, Scatty, my boy or girl. I don't
Alright.
know.
Yeah, I'll be there. All right.
So
We're
yeah.
gonna go. He's
Sign
getting
out.
Nancy. Yeah. Thanks for hanging out, guys. Peace out. Remember to stay Ace to D. Strike them down.